Now, I know you had some things that you were interested in talking about. Buyer protection.
Buyer protections.
Yes.
Yeah. We've discussed it generally, some, right?
Yep.
When you think of the relationship between client, buyer in this case, and home inspector,
Right.
what is the primary benefit that comes first to your mind in terms of legal protections for the buyer? Why
you
they
as the
should
home inspector?
why they should engage with a home inspector?
Oh my goodness. Oh wow. So many reasons. I had a recent scenario where I'm not going to go into detail, but I had a recent scenario where the buyer waived the home inspection for reasons, and the seller forgot that there was a roof leak.
Okay.
And they had a bucket in the attic catching water.
Oh, like actively. Oh, geez. Welcome home.
So upon further inspection, the roof was leaking in 5 different locations.
Okay. Wow. Yeah. That's not something you want to deal with when you've just purchased a house.
So why do we have a home inspection?
Right. Yeah.
I understand why people forego home inspections. Sometimes, people have contractors come in and look, or they bring their dad or their uncle, or sometimes they can't afford it, and I understand that. But being prepared to purchase a home, you really need to save up money to make sure you at least have the money for the inspections. Because you can get 0% down on homes and stuff like that. But foregoing a home inspection, unless you're able to bring in, a contractor, not just any contractor, a lot of us know contractors, right? But I mean contractors that know and build homes, right? I mean, it's just not something I really recommend either way, because then you don't have the level of protection that you give.
Right.
So it's just, you have to have the home inspection.
Yes. So what if, doesn't often happen, but what if some type of issue does arise with a home that you've purchased that results in some type of claim or legal action, and you just had maybe a casual walkthrough with a contractor buddy who said, "Oh yeah, it looks fine. You're good." That's not going to help you at all.
Well, you don't have any
from a legal
what do you
standpoint.
fall back on, right?
Right. But so the home inspection report, and this is the reason why the state of Ohio requires us to get a signed contract, an inspection agreement, because that's protection for me and it's protection for the buyer, right? And one thing that I ran into recently that's not really common knowledge that people should know for their own protection is home inspection reports are not transferable by law. So sometimes I'll get questions, whether from a real estate agent or from a potential buyer, "Hey, this house just had an inspection a month ago or so.
Right.
Can we just purchase that report?" And sometimes they'll want to purchase it from me, and then I have to explain, well, I don't own it. It belongs to the previous buyer,
Right.
whom I contracted with. You could approach them, or I could ask them on your behalf if they would be interested in selling the report to you, and then you would have information to use.
Right.
But what you would not have is any legal protection whatsoever if an issue arose with the home that required some type of claim or legal action, because the report's not yours.
That's interesting.
And you did not contract for it and pay for the service, right? So it offers you,
Yeah.
in a court of law, civil suit, whatever, it offers you no legal protection.
That's what's really interesting to me too. And these are the types of things that people don't understand. And everyone is, "Oh, well, I'll just save money here, I'll just save money there, or I'll call my contractor friend."
Yeah.
But in this scenario, if something happens, you don't have protection. And people don't understand that. And the thing about it is, what other people don't understand is you have an itemized list that you go through. You give a 50 to 70 page report on a home. Contractors aren't doing that.
Right.
You're taking photos, you're putting details. I mean, you're going in and you're getting in crawl spaces, you're looking on roofs. I mean, you're going in attics.
Yes.
You're opening the panel box.
Yes.
And
we have a full laundry list, standard of practice that says this is everything. If the state or somebody from the Division of Real Estate and Licensing ever wanted to come in, which they do on occasion, audit and request reports, and they want to look at them and see, does this meet the standard of practice,
Oh,
right?
wow. Yeah.
And so that could, if it was found out that I was providing reports that do not meet the standard of practice at every jot and tittle, that's a
Interesting.
biblical expression there.
Is it? Yeah. I didn't use that.
Then I could get in trouble for that, right? Because I'm held to
Yeah.
that standard, right? So on a casual walkthrough, even with somebody, and this is not to say that your contractor buddy doesn't know what they're doing.
Right.
We're not throwing doubt
Right.
on anybody's expertise or their goodwill or intent or anything. But yes, the legal protection is in place for this very reason, and we're held to a certain standard. It's not just so we can give you a report to kill the deal, right?
Right.
It's we're not just trying to
protection.
we're not just trying to be nitpicky about 100
Right.
things that you may not care about. And I'll tell my clients up front. I'll be like, look, you may not care about most of the information in this report.
Yes.
But the state of Ohio says this is everything you got to provide to them for their information and also for that legal protection aspect, which most people don't really think of. Gladly so. Hopefully it never comes to that point.
Right.
But in some cases, if something happens, and it does, you want that protection for yourself. And that's why it's worth getting your own inspection, even though it was just inspected 30 days ago or whatever it was, and maybe, you could just go cut out the process, purchase that report, and use the information.
Right.
You're cutting yourself out of potential new developments that have occurred in the last 30 days at the home.
Which can happen.
Which can happen, yeah. Chances are that there won't be major changes, but
It can
could.
happen.
It could happen,
Yes.
yeah. Verification of repairs that have been made since then, perhaps, or treatment that's been performed, but also that legal protection aspect is important, just
Right.
in case.
Right. That's interesting. And people don't realize like how much they're going to need that.
Yeah.
And the great thing is that, a lot of the things on there are just normal things that you'll see.
Yeah.
Just normal things. There's a lot of reoccurring things you see in homes.
Every house.
And what's really great about having the home inspection is, you can buy that house and then later on, if you want to go back, you're going to know what you need to repair or what might need attention, and you need to go check that. And I just think it's so important, and I'm never going to tell a buyer, let's forego that home inspection, just because it's just not a good idea.
Yeah. And you've seen it. In some cases, a $400 home inspection and report has saved an individual tens of thousands of dollars in those unforeseen problems, like the 5 leaks in the attic.
Yeah.
I mean, if I moved into a home and then found out my attic is leaking and my roof's leaking in 5 different places, I would not be happy about that.
Yeah.
That's money.
Yeah, it was
That's
sad.
labor. That's time.
Well, yeah, and could you imagine if you hadn't found the termite damage?
Sure. Yeah. Well, that goes unseen all the time.
I mean, that was insane.
Yeah, and we get
That's one of the worst case scenarios I've ever seen.
we get more termite activity around here than some people realize.
Yeah.
And that can come up on any home. I've had sometimes even someone say, I don't really think I need the pest inspection because it's a block foundation, it's a block home.
Right.
I'm like, man, those termites will find their way up the block. That's not
Right.
just
That's funny.
earth to wood contact will increase the likelihood, but just because you've got everything raised or it's a fully block wall home, that doesn't mean that termites might not
Right.
find their way in. And
That's a
it's
really
in many
good
cases
point.
in places that people don't see and don't regularly visit. In the crawl space, for instance, all the way in the back corner, where you
Yeah.
can barely squeeze into, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this then.
Yeah.